So let's just take you through the market very quickly. Let's check in through the stock market and just do a market round. The market was down on Wednesday. This is a bit of a comeback. Wednesday was just about a blip, by the way, 0.02%. That was the day the DMO took 409 billion out of the market straight through the Naira bond auction. So a lot of liquidity was left, and you've heard all of that. So that came through the stock market yesterday. The composite index was up about 0.5%. We moved the equity cap from 15.1 to 15.2 trillion naira. That's a very good reading. And then we're climbing up on the all-share index. But again, if you look at the volume, that was really sluggish, less than 200 million shares. But in Naira value, that's quite a much bigger package than about 5 billion we did on Wednesday. In terms of deals, just about 3,000. And of course, you can just see the 5 sectors. We need to cross over to the stock exchange for a few conversation in a few minutes. But just reading through the banking sector, the insurance were in the negative territory, 1.75%. Oil and gas was a big jump, 1.53. We need to find out what happened there. Let's go there to the oil and gas space. Okay, that's it. Seplat. That's the EMP that we have on our markets. That's about a 12% uptick yesterday, getting the 600 naira price in. The news from Seplat was that the company will continue to do more acquisitions after it did about $300 million acquisition of Eland, oil and gas of Ireland, crossed that towards the end of last year. Now, Seplat says it's going to do more acquisitions. I'm sure some news came in through there, and that gave that stock a major boost. Owando also kept its positive reading so far this week, about 0.16% to 3.86, trying to find a new price level. And, of course, a small cap, Capital Oil, almost at the end of the page there, at a 2.50%. This is the biggest green we've seen in this subsector of our market since the week started. Quite a very big news there for the oil and gas space. Then, of course, giving some of those readings. Let's talk to Rotimi Fakaijo, who is joining us from the Stock Exchange, trading floor, Nigerian Stock Exchange. Rotimi, thank you very much for coming through. We appreciate your time and your patience being with us. Part of what I intend to chew with you over the housing sector and the real estate market in Nigeria was the question about whether we can use the securities market, both the equity side and the debt side, to fund our housing deficit. What's your take?
Yes, I believe that this also is pressing home the relevance of the Nigerian capital market, because without a virile and viable capital market, hardly can any economy really progress. And that is where more focus has to be given to the Nigerian capital market. We have quite a few listings on the floor that are in that sector. We have Union Homes, we have UPDC, you have Sky Shelter. You also have the REIT, that is UPDC REIT, and also the Union Homes REIT. I believe strongly that the awareness about these instruments are not so much in the marketplace. And I think if we step up that, is actually a veritable tool to actually propagate housing for Nigerians as that needed. Because the rate at which they get from the mortgage institutions is not really very encouraging. And I think if there are instruments well established, raised in the market, as we have in the REIT and also in the mortgage finance institutions, then definitely we will be able to at least make a remarkable progress in the housing needs for Nigeria.
Very, very interesting week it has been. Give us about 10 seconds on your outlook for today's trading day. Rotimi, let's wrap it up on that note.
Well, the day has started very well for the market. The market is up now by 0.43%. Dangote Cement is actually leading the pack by having gained 5 naira. And I think with the way it is, with so much expectation from the outcome of the MPC meeting today, there's every likelihood that this position may be upheld. And we believe that it's definitely going to be another trend for the market going forward.
Looks like a very great day. Thank you so much. Like you said, the index is about 0.747% as we speak. Rotimi, thank you very much. You look set for the MPC. We're all set for the Monetary Policy Committee meeting at 1:30, announcement by the Central Bank. From headquarters in Abuja and from our own headquarters here in Lagos, we're live to everyone from 1:30. Rotimi, thank you so much, and the rest of our guests on the show, and to you viewers here and around the world. I'll see you at 1:30 in the afternoon for the special edition of Business Incorporated and our live studio analysis of the Monetary Policy Committee. Until then, have a great day, everyone.